Hey guys, Ludicrous Kingdom here. Now some of you may have heard, I spent all of last weekend in the city of Melbourne, Australia. So I thought I'd share with you guys some of the highlights of my trip to Melbourne. Now to give you an idea of how far I travelled, I live in Brisbane, which is here. And I travelled all the way down to Melbourne, which is here. Pretty far, isn't it? Now one of the first things I saw while I was down in Melbourne was this street band. Let's have a listen to them for a while. Now of course with Christmas just around the corner, many of the shop windows had mechanical Christmas displays. These are just some of them. Oh look, it appears we have some living statues on the streets of Melbourne. Be careful, don't get too close. See, what did I tell you? The next place I visited was the Eureka Skydeck. The Eureka Skydeck is the highest public vantage point in the Southern Hemisphere. The Eureka Tower is 984.3 feet or 300 meters in height. The top of the tower can flex up to 600 millimeters in high winds. Two 300,000 litre water tanks on levels 90 and 91 prevent any excess swaying. The elevators travel at more than 9 meters per second, making them the fastest in the Southern Hemisphere. The tower has 3,680 stairs, is 92 stories tall, and has 52,000 square meters of windows. The glass on Eureka's top 10 levels is 24 karat gold plated. Eureka used 110,000 tons of concrete and weighs 200,000 tons. Eureka's white horizontal lines represent the linear line markings on a surveyor's measuring staff. The Eureka Skydeck is located on the 88th floor of the Eureka Tower. Let's take a few moments to enjoy the view.
Do you want to see if you can something that's Egypt, Cameron was in Egypt, let my Cameron go. You think I watched that film too many times? The Baltic. That's the bridge over the last night, the Baltic.
Oh yeah. One thing Melbourne is known for is its trams. Oh look, here comes one now. Let's go for a ride.
To the left is Federation Square, Melbourne's meeting place. It's home of the Ian Potter Centre and Eureka Skydeck, the Australian Centre for Moving Image, Melbourne Festival Centre, and more than 20 restaurants. The next stop is Russell Street. To the left is the Forum Theatre, opened in 1929 as the State Picture Palace. At the next stop, you can transfer to Route 70 Wattle Park trams to the Melbourne Cricket Ground. This stop is Russell Street. The next stop is Burke Street. We're now passing the Treasury Gardens, featuring Robert Burns Memorial and an ornamental pond with a monument to President John F. Kennedy. To the right, you can see the state government offices and the old Treasury building built in the 1860s. Old Treasury building has free exhibitions and is now open from Sunday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Look at that building.
The famous Paris end of Collins Street. Just a short walk from our next stop.
It's the old Treasury building.
Collins Street is a boulevard of designer shopping.
That night, I went to a local Melbourne pub where I saw this band play. Let's have a listen to them for a while. The next day, my friend Amy and I visited the Australian Centre of the Moving Image, which is a museum dedicated to Australian film and television. This particular exhibit is an interactive feature which allows you to create your own shadow puppet show, using your own shadow and various special effects, as you can see right here.
No, it doesn't want to do anything like that.
Now pan over to me.
Yeah, I've got you in it on this white, on the big screen.
Your turn, Amy. The city of Melbourne is also known for its street art. Here are just a few examples. Well, here we are on the way to the airport. It's time for me to go back home to Brisbane. I've enjoyed my time here in Melbourne. You could say I've fallen in love with it. I'd love to come back one day and visit all the sites I didn't get to visit the first time. Well guys, I'm going to wrap this one up here. I'll leave you guys with a few shots I took on the way to the airport. Thank you for watching once again. Please feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, this is Ludicrous Kingdom, signing off.
Good morning, Lauren Brown, you know the news.
Get on the road to a hair-free summer at My Skin Laser Clinic. Guys get a full back treatment for $265 with free shoulders. Check out myskinlaser.com.au.
Both police and AMBOs are asking drivers to think a bit more about safety. Effective. And Nova Sport now gear up for the ultimate obstacle course, Tough Mudder, March 2012 at Phillip Island, 16 k's of fire, mud and more. Info at toughmudder.com.au.
And golfers are heading to Melbourne for the President's Cup now that the Australian Open is done and dusted. West Australian Greg Trams taking out the Lakes tournament by one stroke, says he's already eyeing off a third title.
David Bowie moments.
And he was just resolutely standing, staring straight ahead, like...
Wasn't laughing at it.
No, he wasn't. He was sort of like...